Christy massages Megan's neck. Supine, take one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so Megan is lubricated. I am gonna work on the traps. So I'm just doing a petrissage here, a grab, and then I go into a fingertip effleurage all the way underneath her occipitals. So I grab here, grab the traps, switch to fingers, and then I would come all the way underneath her head and end at her occipitals. So I'm gonna hold here and let her head relax in my hands. So fingertips are pointing up. And I'm just holding her right here. But you can see her traps from here. So this right here, that is her trap. That's the top of her traps. It's almost like a cape or a drape that she's putting over her shoulders. You can see it right there. You can,
Looks like a piece of fat.
well, it doesn't look fat to me, but then you can see her SCM. And then I'm going to show you that better in a second. But, okay, let's take it from the top. Petrissage on the traps. Grab, effleurage, fingertips to the back of the head, the occipital. As you can see, I have a little movement here. And when I'm moving this, I'm not moving my shoulders. I'm moving my lower body. So my shoulders are completely relaxed, but this is all from my hips. How's that feel?
Good.
So what I'm doing is rocking her skull. I've got that joint in there. Rocking back and forth, rocking over C1, okay? Now, going back to grabbing the traps. Now I'm going to rotate her head. I'm gonna have her, this little drape is coming apart. We're just gonna have to deal with that. So right now, her lateral neck is free for me to work on. Now, remember I talked about her traps being right here, and she's gonna show me her SCM by gently lifting up her head. So that right there, SCM. Okay. So everything from SCM, sternocleidomastoid, back is what we're going to work on. You can relax, and we're going to stay away from the front of her neck. Okay. So how to work the side of the neck? There's several different ways you can start, but we're going to start with just a hand effleurage from the shoulder all the way up to the mastoid process. Mastoid process being that bony marking right behind the ear, attachment site for muscles, in particular the SCM, okay? So my wrist is nice and soft, and I'm just gliding up, all the way up to the mastoid process. If you like, you can make a very loose fist, super loose, fingertips are very loose, and you can glide down. Now, the only thing you want to be careful of is you don't want to make a tight fist and do this because it can hurt muscles and bones there. So just keep it loose, and you're really gliding on top of the traps, and the splenius cervicis and the levator is what you're working on right here. Okay, so you can go this way, or you can go this way. Okay, so let's talk about moving a little deeper. How you doing, Megan? You okay so far?
Yep.
So I want to work a little bit deeper on the side of her neck. So the first thing I'm going to do is find the attachment site of the mastoid process with my thumb. That's pretty easy to palpate. I like to find it with my fingertips first, and I guess my pointer finger and my middle finger, and I'm doing a little bit of circular friction there. How's the pressure there?
Good.
So once I know that I'm on mastoid process, that is the attachment, the insertion for SCM, I'm going to start to do circular effleurage towards the down her neck, like this. Now I'm hitting splenius, I'm hitting scalenes. So this whole area is splenius, scalenes, levator.
Oh, I didn't even know this needed to be worked on like this.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So you can kind of see the depth that I'm using. It's pretty light, actually. Pretty light. Does it hurt at all, Megan?
A little bit, but not
Okay,
really.
let's go ahead and ease up a little bit. Let's go ahead and ease up. Better?
Yeah. I didn't mind it though because I know it needed to be worked on.
Okay.
And then
Very So now we're gonna go in for that SCM again. I'm gonna come back to the top. So basically, all I've done so far is effleurage. We did petrissage when she was prone. Effleurage this way, effleurage this way. Find the mastoid process, circular effleurage. Now, what's the difference between effleurage and friction?
Friction is rubbing the skin. Effleurage is guide.
Friction.
Opposite. So friction does not rub the skin. Friction goes in and moves the muscle tissue. So this is friction. See, I'm not moving her skin, and this is effleurage. I'm moving across the skin, effleurage. Not moving the skin, it's deeper work, that is friction. I'm working just on the muscle tissue, the skin is not moving, okay? So, just to review, effleurage up, and she's getting nice and red, that blood's coming to the surface, effleurage down. Finding the mastoid process, circular effleurage, it's all skin, and I'm going much lighter on her now because I've been working on her for a minute. And I'm working on spleenus, levator, SCM, edge of the SCM, back to mastoid process, and then if I wanted to do deeper work, I would do friction, which is almost like a stick and move. So here we are, friction, pick it up, friction, and I'm not moving the skin. Want to bring her back to neutral position or home base, looking straight up. I'm going to give her a couple of more effleurage, petrissage, grabbing the traps, effleurage all the way back up to the occipitals, holding here for a moment. And then I would do the same thing on the other side. But we're also, while we're here, should go ahead. Okay, take it off. So I want to just touch on the top of her pec. So I'm going to place my hands on top of her shoulders. This is how you do this. You make sure the line is nice and draped. My fingertips are just inferior to her clavicles. So I'm going to push down with some depth and come out towards the armpit. So I'm here towards the sternum, out towards the armpit. So this is just some basic touch of the pecs. So when we do our trades, I want y'all to get used to giving some touch to this area, and then we'll go in and we'll do some other techniques. Okay, one more thing I want to show you. Scalenes. Scalenes are just, so you have your tracks, so follow the tracks down a little bit. Right here, Megan, I want you to take deep breath in, then suck it in, quick. Okay, when you do that, I can feel your scalenes. Go ahead and relax. So I'm just gonna do some light effleurage across your scalenes right here. Just a little half a circle back and forth. I'm not digging in really deep. How are we doing?
Good.
You can even go down like this, up and down the scalenes. I'm keeping this very light and superficial. I wanted to do something deeper. I would do one side at a time. I would pick up her head. I'm just going to demonstrate here. I would be here at the scalenes and I would dig a little bit deeper and I would just create some more depth. But that's how I would work on her scalenes. Okay, so from the supine position, we were able to access SCM, levator, spleenus, scalenes, and traps.
This makes me want to go to sleep.
All right, and scene.